I'm going to go over offsetting points on a line, specifically angled lines or something like that's at a 45-degree angle where you want to get an offset in line with your actual lines. So let me load this up. I'm going to accept that. Don't want to check in. And I'm going to go find a curved line, which I know there's one right here. Okay. So I'm going to talk about line direction, the arrows, just general offsets and that sort of thing, and how to get specific points. Okay, in this case, say I wanted to dig a footing down this line and I wanted some offset stakes in line with it. Maybe you need to run a string line for your rebar or a batter board or something. Whatever the case may be, you want to put I want to put a 3-foot offset out here in line with this one, and then a 3-foot offset out here in line with this one. First I'm going to go over just the general offsets. This is probably, if you're watching this video, then you may have already been to this point and you've selected this offset points from a line. If we follow this and we tap a line like it says, accept that, like nor elevation, one of the first things you're going to see is it's giving you your point interval. Okay, be careful with this, because if you put, if you say you want a 3-foot interval, it's going to put stakes. Not only it comes up as line nodes and interval. Okay, if I have that selected, it's going to put stakes at every line node, here, here, there, and it's also going to put stakes at every interval that you put in here. Okay, and that could be a lot. Now if I even if I select just line nodes only, and let's do a 3-foot offset just to show you, I'll accept that. Now you can see how many points it gave me here and how many points are on there. So you can imagine if it did that every 3 feet all the way down that line, it's just be a crazy amount of points you'd have to get rid of, probably, because you wouldn't use them, and they'd just be messing up your deal here. But either way, for this particular deal that I'm doing right here, I want my 3-foot offset over here and I want a 3-foot offset over here, and this isn't giving it to me. Okay, when you do this, you can let's see, if I want to see what these aren't set, so if I want to see what 5-foot looks like, I can enter that and it'll drop the points. Now they won't stay there until you accept them. They're not saved. We're going to go back out of that and we're going to go to offset point at station. Okay, now it looks similar. It's telling me to tap a line, and if I do that, I can't really put in this station over here because it's just going to follow the line. Now I know, because I've checked, that this line from this beginning point to this corner is 1588. So I can't just type in 1888 to get out here. It's just going to go around the corner. What you need to do is isolate this line here. And this is the easiest way to do it. When you first start out when you select that function and it's telling you to tap a line, go over to this feature right here. And now it'll ask you to tap the points to define the line. In this case, I want to just do this line right here, and I would start at this point and I would end at that point. And the reason I do that, it's not critical, but it just makes one step, it takes away one step to making it easier. If that sounds funny, I'll show you. Now you notice I clicked here and I clicked there, so I started here and ended there. So therefore my arrow directions are already going that way. If I would have clicked here and went here, the arrow directions would be going this way. Like I said, it's not critical because you can reverse the arrows by clicking this right here. But eliminate that one step and just start from the point where you want to do your offset from. Now I've done it that way. The reason why you start from this corner is because chances are you're not going to know what the length of the line is you're dealing with, but you always know this number right here, and this number is 0. So it's very easy to get your 3 feet offset because all you have to do is punch in -3 and it drops it right there. Okay. Let's do that one more time real quick. I'm going to select that line. I'm going to go in the direction that I want to go, or where I want to start. I'll accept that. I'll hit next. I'll type in my -3. I'll accept that, and it drops my point. Now we'll do that again for this line here. I'm going to go start at the same point where I want my offset, and accept that. I'll hit next, and I'll do my -3 again. Accept that. Now you notice I have my 2 offset points in line with both of those lines. So one more time, let's just do it again. Now I want an offset over here. I would start in this direction to that end, hit next, do my -3. It's going to pop up right there, and that's what I want, so I accept that. Now I have that point. Like I said, you can change the arrow direction. It's not that critical whether you get it right, but it's much easier to deal with 0, and if you just draw it in the right direction in the first place, it just takes away one little step or one little. Sometimes you'll forget how to get the lines to reverse the arrows. So it's just better to. I found it's just better to do it in that direction and not worry about it. But that's how I get my offsets. Doing offsets for like to get them on the correct station, like on a center line, that's a little bit different. And I might go over that a little later. But for now, yeah, play around with those offsets and see how they work for you.